Welcome. Elsa.
Hallo Meike.
Hi.
Hier läuft viel ab im Moment.
Oh. Hm. 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 Emotion is so beautiful, Elsa. Just let it, if possible. If possible, not entertaining any other things, just some emotion. Oh, yeah. You're letting it breathe. It's welcome here. Yeah. 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 Ooh, beautiful. Mm. Mm. Oh, who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
There's so much judgment too.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be running anymore. And I should be able, and I can see it's a pattern. It's an old thing that's being triggered, and I should be able to deal with it by myself. And thank God the hand went up.
Thank God the hand went up. Yes. Just letting it move. If possible, not entertaining any thought, if possible. Can come, but if possible, just that pure movement. Ah. That pure movement is, how I perceive it, is so innocent every time. It's just, oh. Yeah. All the holding and, all the
Oh,
ideas and phew.
it's been
Oh,
judged so much.
oh. Yeah. Up until now.
Up until now,
Yeah.
being around this family that's all about strength and blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
Oh,
oh. Yeah.
wow.
Wow. Wow.
I have to get something to blow my nose with. I was
Yeah.
unprepared for this.
We're not going anywhere.
Good, 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 good.
Don't they always say when you think you're enlightened, just spend a week with your parents or with your family? A day is sometimes enough.
The moment I saw you, it was like, oh, I don't have to be anyone or anything here. And then it just came the pain of having to be someone or feeling
Yeah.
like I want to belong. I want to belong. And that means having to be someone or
Yeah.
with, I don't know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
You
Get
know
it.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
I feel
amazing
so
how much
alone here.
how much tension that produces, huh? Isn't it amazing? And then it's holding
Yeah.
itself upright. It's like, wow, it's amazing. So what a beautiful relief.
Mm. Oh, and staying this, I don't know, but it feels like staying this long, visiting anywhere probably is maybe too long. Like, just being a visitor. They're all in their lives. I'm the one who's uprooted in a way, who's here, not in my life, not in, I mean, I don't know. It's a funny way to say it, but I just feel like I'm so ready to get out of here.
Go for a holiday.
Next Monday, I'll be picked up by a friend in a motorhome. And then we'll both be traveling together, or both be exploring new places. I think that'll be an entirely different story. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And at the same time, as what a beautiful opportunity to see, you know, when one comes into a familiar, like family structure, how automatically the system goes with it. You don't have
yeah,
any control over it.
yeah,
N-
yeah.
No control. It
I
just,
see that.
oh, yeah. So just a bit of movement doesn't mean anything about you, doesn't mean anything about them. It's just,
Well,
yeah,
doesn't mean anything about me.
yeah.
No,
Have a look,
I
have a
know
look,
it, and
have a look, have a look, have a look,
yeah,
have a look, yeah, have a look. Mm, yeah. Mm. It's so good to every time look again. What does
yeah,
anything mean about us?
yeah.
Mm, mm, yeah.
Doesn't,
It,
doesn't.
no, I mean, it's statements in a way, but it's also a deep knowing, isn't it? It's not just a statement, it's a deep knowing.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
patterns make themselves by themselves. Or we have no clue who's responsible for anything.
yeah,
And maybe with a lot of grace, a lot of luck, there might be tiny movements through seeing or through whatever. We don't even know really what that is that changes the patterns sometimes.
yeah,
We can make something up, but I mean, yeah. You just dove into old family structures. Of course, it rips.
and just family, but also the cultural here, like, oh, yeah.
Mm. Mm. So you're in Germany now or still in France?
Now I'm in France, but like the my brother and his family. The wonderful thing is his wife. She's such a dear friend of mine, and we can talk about everything. That
Mm.
there are edges where we can't go, but
Mm.
yeah, like, oh, it's so good to be with her. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But the way of thinking, it's very German influenced
Mm.
in
Yeah.
this family. In this
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, it's so good to just feel it and not follow all the
Yeah,
thoughts
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, of course, it comes with that holding, doesn't
Yeah,
it? It's
yeah,
the moment it feels like one has to be a certain way, is it contracts.
yeah.
Yeah, and that produces every time it produces thoughts and ideas, and then it keeps building up and building up and building up, and oh, all of a sudden everything is wrong, or especially oneself, and
Mm.
yeah, so it's good.
And it comes and goes because, like I find my ways of taking the bicycle and going for long rides by myself, or, doing what nourishes me. And it's like, in a way, I had a real crisis a couple of days ago, and
Mm.
it didn't take much to blow over.
No, see,
I was really amazed how I surfaced again. So it's, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, all
you
of
have
it.
learned how to resource yourself, you've learned how to regulate
Yeah,
your nervous system. I don't know if
yeah,
there's a big gift in our lives than being able to do that, to see that it's
yeah,
just regulating,
yeah,
and then you're at home again.
yeah.
So I would say you're doing absolutely amazing.
Mm. Thank you, thank you. Mm. Yeah, now this thing wants to come in again. That those patterns are still running means I'm not doing amazing. I'm a failure. Wow, what a thought! I mean, it's actually good to speak it because it's just
Mm,
so obvious
mm. Yeah,
that
yeah, it's so obvious, huh?
what a crook. Yeah, it's a crook, it's a thief. Thought. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
I wish this for everybody, this knowing that it's all okay. Everything that arises.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm. Mm.
mm. Oh.
Mm.
For some reason, this family context is a particularly fertile ground for self doubts and for all kinds of doubt.
That's very
And
nice, nicely
thinking
said.
that, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Thinking bad thoughts about myself, and yeah. Ah, Meike, thank you.
Mm. So welcome.
Oh,
There's nothing more beautiful than coming home to ourselves again and again. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, when there are these eruptions and
Yeah.
movements.
Yeah.
And you can see how educated yourself or your system is. It knows. It knows. And it just wiggles a bit and poof, there it is. Home again.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the other day I was really celebrating the fact that I had gotten out of such deep crisis in not much time at all. And it was like, wow, like really celebrating what this system has learned. And
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. See, there goes the failure, huh?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's
Oh,
the opposite. It's the opposite.
yeah. Yeah. No, failure and getting things right or wrong is what this family thinking is built on. And well,
It's a whole
that's
culture, actually, huh? It's a whole culture.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
So many
Mm.
little comments, not to do with me, but I seem to be a magnet for like, oh, like comments about other people and about
Mm.
shortcomings and
Mm.
all of
It's
that.
actually wonderful. I mean, I know because it's so painful. The moment
Yeah,
we come to an environment like that, it's actually, especially if if you have explored other possibilities of, not gossiping and not judging and, where you just not
yeah,
interested in it. And then you come into an environment where that is normal. It is
yeah,
absolutely amazing to feel how painful it actually is to live in such an environment. Huh?
yeah. And to see the children in this environment.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it gets passed on. It's just, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And the 7-year-old who stutters. And
Hmm. Hmm.
oh,
Hmm. 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 And also there, maybe if possible, not judging at all.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Not having an
yeah,
idea how it should be, how it could be. I mean, just, wow, okay, this is how it is here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And staying
yeah.
with what is important here.
And there's a lot of beauty here and a lot of heart.
Yeah,
And
of
yeah,
course. Mm.
yeah, really is.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, it's just what's been triggered in here.
Mm. I hear you.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Thank you for seeing that too.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for hearing.
Mm. I feel like a sponge for what you have to share. I'm willing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing.
It's so beautiful because actually, I mean, I guess what we have learned is, what actually feeds or what supports a regulated nervous system, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's somehow that's where it all starts and ends in a way. The moment the system dysregulates for whatever reason or gets excited for whatever reason, it's very, very, very difficult to see clearly and think straight, or it's just very difficult when the system is in survival mode. So, when we come together and, your system right now was a bit out there, but we know each other so well. So, woof, it just calms and calms. Little waves, Elsa, little. You did not go, or it didn't go much with the excitement. I didn't have to do much, which is so amazing. So it's like so interested in, okay, I'm here, and regulating. It's so beautiful to watch, actually.
Oh, thank you.
So that it can see clearly again. And of course, it's drinking. It's medicine. It's to come home again. Yeah. Yeah, that's what most of us have been missing, actually. Maybe our whole society, I'm not sure, but it's not so very often that you find a regulated conscious system in a way, isn't it? It's just so used to firing in all directions and justifying it.
Mm. Mm.
So, wow, yeah. It's wonderful to feel how quick your system is.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you
Mm.
for reflecting that back too. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So glad you can hear that and receive it.
Mm.
Find that very, very important that we, point that out to each other also.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm.
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 No.
Mm.
Ah.
Yeah, exactly. Genau.
Genau. Ah. I almost started speaking German when I
Yeah,
started.
you did. You did. It was very sweet.
I did.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, wow. So good to be here in the middle of all this and here. Yeah. A real gift.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Thank you.
Mm. So welcome. Mm.
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 Precious, precious.
Mm. Wishing you a wonderful time there, and then in your uh, bus with your friend.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. See if I manage to check in, come online sometime while traveling with the bus. We'll see.
That would be wonderful.
It will be. Yeah. Mm. Mm.
Mhm. Marina.
Like a story, but then this is more.
The better
Like,
story.
yeah.
The story, the better story.
I went to visit my son yesterday and bought a new business a few months ago and had major anxiety.
There's something with the sound, Marina. I can hear you, but it's somehow as if there's something on there, or is as if there's something on the microphone. Just I don't know. It just sounds a bit.
Does it? Is
Yeah.
this better? No.
Yeah, that's
No.
better. I
Is
think the
that better?
no, yes, that's better. What did you do?
Oh, I don't know,
Good, but
but
it's
that's better.
better. Yes.
Maybe I had my hand somewhere. I don't even know where.
Ah,
I don't even
see,
know where my microphone is.
yeah, where your hand was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your son bought a business.
Yes. And
Yeah.
a cafe, and he's highly anxious, can't switch off the mind, too many balls to juggle.
Mm.
Yeah. And I went to visit, and he just started to cry, which doesn't happen often
He,
with him.
he started to cry.
He started to cry.
Yeah. How nice is that?
Yeah. Yeah. He
Yeah.
says it only happens with his wife and myself.
Oh,
So, yeah.
how lucky. What a
Yeah.
beautiful, yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah, to find
Um,
some release,
yeah.
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 Mm.
And I took his hand, and we were in public, but he was fine with
Mm.
that.
Mm.
He's
Mm.
been brought up in a different way.
Mm.
Um, yeah. And I offered him a massage.
Oh,
Took it straight away. Straight away.
oh,
He said, yeah.
oh,
So he came over, and I
oh.
used to do massage for 10 years, a long time ago. But I've got a table, and
Mm.
let's see how it goes. And he won't accept massages other than me either. I gave him one a while back, and he said he can't. Yeah, so yeah, I know. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And he just relaxed. He fell asleep for a while. It was lovely. It was lovely. It felt so good too.
Mm.
Yeah, it felt so good
Mm.
to be able
Sounds
to be there for
sounds
him. And
wonderful. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and so that was wonderful. And he went away feeling fantastic. And then I woke up with major sort of panic attack early this morning, and the worry sets in, instead of the yeah. So that's what I want to bring, because I know it's not doing anything useful for him
Yeah.
or for me.
Wow, that is good.
I'm very aware of that.
That is
Um,
amazing.
and I mean, I went to bed actually just thinking of him, and just sending him love, and that's that, or sending him love. I just feeling him and feeling love for him.
Mm.
Then the worry hits. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that, like, because it ties in with a little bit of guilt that still runs,
Mm.
and nothing he ever says or does around that is very amazing that way. It's probably some it's a lot of hurt there and
Yeah.
pain, but he doesn't consciously um,
Mm.
put any blame on me. I feel
No, it sounds
privileged.
actually the opposite. He trusts you, you know. I mean, that can't be a bigger proof than what you just shared. He even
Oh,
fell as he even fell asleep. It's like falling asleep in mother's arms. Oh my God. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Oh, yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
I find it hard to know that he's in pain and oh,
Yeah, I get it. I think that's for every mother and father, stepmother, stepfather, partners. We don't like seeing that. It's very, very, very difficult when loved ones are not at ease. Very, very, very difficult. Very difficult, Marina. Mhm. 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 For all of us. And let's see, for most of us. Mhm. It's already hard to see anybody suffering, even if we don't have if we don't know them well. It's hard enough, but having a loved one not being well, it's very difficult. But then, on the other side, what you shared is extremely beautiful. Yeah, I find. So there is something very special between you both, where his system can even relax. So I don't know if you can ask for more, I don't know. It will swing as always. It will go into, oh my gosh, how will it be? What will happen? All of that. And then you will have those moments again together.
yeah. And I think he'd like to, like to not be doing this cafe in a way. I think he realizes that he can't relax,
Yeah. So big learning for him, maybe.
Big learning, and I don't know how he's going to get out of it, So
Yeah. Yeah. Have you spoken with him about that, or?
well, it's only been open 3 months, and
Mm. Mm.
for them to sell it so quickly for its
Mm.
good money.
Mm. Mm.
So
Mm.
tied up with his dad, who's next door. His dad, his stepmom owned the jewelry shop next to them, and so
Okay.
there's a lot of old family patterns too.
Mm.
Pleasing his dad, I think, it's a little bit of that. We're trying to. And his dad and his stepmom aren't very in tune with his feelings. They're not that way. They love him.
Yes, and they do what they can do, I guess. Huh? Yeah.
Oh,
Mm. So, it just came a few times when you are sending him love or whatever you do. Can
yeah,
you include yourself? Yeah.
yeah. I don't, but yeah, I could.
Yeah. I mean, how could one say it? It's like being love, just, being the beautiful love that you are,
Yeah,
so that you don't get lost,
yeah, yeah,
I was like, oh gosh, you give your everything in a way, but then you empty yourself out.
yeah.
So rather than
Coming from more of a full. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Staying
funny when
full.
I was doing, yeah, and when I was doing the massage, I was staying more full. It's interesting.
Yeah. Good.
I was coming from a more full place yesterday, more
Yeah.
strong place.
Yeah. Yes, and
So,
you
and
definitely picked
he
up.
reacted differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
There you go. Oh, so that's the learning maybe, or that's the gift.
yeah, yeah.
Mm. Mm. It's so quick that we, gosh, we want to give our love, or but
Yeah.
yeah, not draining, then we become useless.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Thanks, Monica.
Oh, blessings. Blessings. May it all go well for your son and family and everyone. And you. Mm. Mm.
He's already accepted the offer of me doing more,
Mm.
giving him massages more.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
see?
So he's already said yes to that. So
Yeah. Mm.
thank you.
Ellen,
Hello, Meike.
hello.
Mm. 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 My system is drinking information in how to stay there in the midst of everything, something like that.
Wow.
Because when you were speaking with Marina, of course I can recognize
Yeah.
and it's, that you can hold and be the space and at the same time that you stay.
Yes. Yeah.
And I also could see like there seems a kind of pattern or something like that it's not allowed, that you stay the love when around you. Yeah, it's just what you were speaking, that you don't get drowned in it. Eh?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
And
Mm.
I could see it has to do something with guilt in a way.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Our whole society, in a way, is built on those guilt, huh? For example. I mean, I remember as a child already, I knew I was not allowed to be really happy unless everybody was happy. You know, if there was just one person unwell somewhere in the surrounding or anywhere, actually, I was not allowed to be happy. So that kind of, but I could see later on, I could see this, it's a whole society built around that, which is quite, wow.
It's crazy. It's really, in a way, it's so crazy
Ah,
because I mean,
absolutely crazy.
it doesn't bring anything, you know. It's really,
No, it does not do anybody good, actually.
but it's a very deep imprint in a way.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a confusion. It's a
It's
confusion
yeah.
because it thinks, you know, if you feel guilty or if you are, you know, holding back in a way, then it will be better for everybody. But it's not the case, isn't it?
Mm.
It's not the case. Not at all.
No, it's the same sometimes, of course, when I'm with Tijn or with Yari or something, like when there's sadness coming up, and
Mm.
it, but when I'm still feel light inside, you can say,
Mm.
yeah, wow, it's like if that is not allowed or something. If oh yeah, now I can see. I can see. It's like if you don't suffer with them, don't go with them, then it's like that you don't take it serious or something.
Exactly.
And that's
Exactly.
not. It has to do with that maybe you yeah. But it's wow.
It's a confusion. It's
Yeah.
actually a confusion. But you know, most of us have been taught that
Mm,
in a way.
mm,
I know it well too. I know it well too from long, long. When I was a child, I saw that already. So, okay. But you know, I was innocent in a way, so I took it on. Okay. First, everybody has to be happy. Then, then I'm allowed to be also happy. Mm. So what I loved with sitting with Elsa in the beginning,
mm,
which was, I thought it was very, very beautiful because I could see that her system had been holding, you know, and then thought forms would come in and was a holding in a way.
mm,
And coming into our field, somehow her system remembered and then slowly, slowly inviting, just letting it move through. So that emotion, call it emotion or whatever, just letting it move through,
mm,
not going with any story, not doing with anything, but letting it move, wash through in a way.
mhm,
Whoa,
mm,
then there she was.
mhm,
It
mhm.
did not take much. See, I'm just, if we could invite each other, or if we would all have
Yeah,
more of us an understanding, of course sadness comes,
yeah.
but do we have to suffer? You know, do we have to be stuck there in a way? Or is it possible to let these waves wash through
Mhm,
Oh, so that we then can move on instead of being stuck in those
Yes.
sands, for example,
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's been such a major loss, of course, there might be, I don't know, a million waves
Yeah.
might come. But it like, if we would have learned, or be learning it now in a way, to let those waves wash through, oh, then you come on the other side, you come out again.
Yeah.
That stuckness isn't so there.
Yeah, that's very clear for me.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that is very clear, and
Yeah.
I'm very happy that it works that way in my system. It really works
Yes.
that way in my system. There
Yeah.
comes the waves, and then it's just really loud crying, and after that, it's
Ah, yeah. And then it's done. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah,
Instead of, there's that other which, then kind of spirals into a suffering actually, huh?
mhm, mhm,
and keeps it in place.
mhm.
So there's a big difference between those.
Yeah, and it's really fine tuning, and that was so beautiful to sit with you because I really could see that my system was drinking this information in, you could say, to stay in the middle.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. And then of course, I mean, if there's a beloved, how do you invite them to,
yeah,
let it wash through in a way? Because it's not possible for everybody
no,
immediately,
no,
Children are pretty good with that.
yeah, sure.
When they're young, it's
Mm.
always, I find it unbelievable how quick they move through things that seem like volcanoes. You think, gosh, what is this? But it moves through and there they are, and playtime again. Done. Yeah.
Mm.
So it seems like that when those waves come from out of nowhere, at least what I've learned and what I'm still learning is not getting lost in those, as much as possible, letting it move through. And
Mhm,
then here I am again. So,
mhm.
wow, no clue what that was, where it came from.
Yeah, exactly. No clue, but it's just yeah,
Doesn't take long. It's quite amazing. It doesn't even take long. It's
yeah,
quite amazing.
yeah, yeah. It's quite amazing. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm. And sometimes when it's
Mm.
difficult, maybe having a friend next to you who knows the same, where you just go, oh, can you just hold that wave with me together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes it might be difficult to do that alone,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just needed to add that.
Yeah. For sure. Mhm. Mm. Thank you.
You too. Yeah. Mm. Judith.
Hi, Meike.
Hello.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah. Family stuff as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Feeling rawness.
Mm. Your sister?
With my sister.
Mm.
Yeah. one of my sisters.
Mm.
I said the wrong words, I made the wrong jokes, I'm really judged and make wrong. And
Yeah,
yeah.
just make a little distinction there, Judith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's it's a pattern or a conditioning, and that calls itself I. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to, you know, because otherwise it can go so quickly into I should know better or something like that. It's an automatic setup there.
Yeah, it is. And
yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
Again, something is touched today.
Yeah.
She's writing columns in a Time magazine. And once a week she is write about her own life. And somehow, not by naming my name, but she used the sentence that I had said.
Mm.
So today that is another thing already after a weekend where it was difficult for me to be with her. And now today I read it and I say, okay, that's me. I just know it. So it's the touch after touch after touch that something is wrong here. And also being made wrong and being judged. And it is not easy for me. I even dissociated on it yesterday. And it's such an old layer of pain where I have been wronged so deeply, as we all know. But that deep touch has been there. Yeah.
What do you feel in your nervous system right now? I'm curious.
At this moment, it's calming down.
Okay.
And before I felt that really something came out deep out of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep crying from my heart.
Mm. Okay.
And after that release, something was calming down.
Mm. Mm. Nice.
Still, there is some rawness here, but it is okay. There is a gentleness around the rawness.
Feels very tender.
Yeah, it feels more like a surrender to the rawness.
Oh. Yeah.
Can be here even if there's rawness.
Yeah. Comes more into connection now. Huh?
Yeah. Slowly.
Very sweet.
Touching. Oops. An old memory, like she can't be here because she's wrong. Don't believe it, but it is really old.
Beautiful, beautiful, Judith. Beautiful.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it touches a layer of deep, deep contraction in the heart.
Mm.
And it feels a bit breathless, like a kind of pressure.
Pressure?
Yeah, kind of as if it can't get breath. Like
yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oof.
How's that?
Yeah, it's good to breathe through it. Yeah.
Yes. Mm.
It feels like a knot, like a kind of deep knot somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Even now, after.
Yeah,
after...
it better, but
yes.
it was also a bit cracky. It was like if it couldn't totally let go or something. It could still some holding or contraction. And the breathing is helping a bit.
Right.
Yeah. It gives a bit more space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poof.
To me, it feels like it's good to leave it here. Is that all right with you?
Yes, that feels
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be forced. It's just
No,
something
no.
there and already releases has happened. Thank you so much. And oh, yeah,
Mm.
thank you for holding.
Basta.
Hey, Meike. Hello,
Hey.
everyone. Oh, yes, I see you. That is also here. There's really something, an old pattern in my nervous system what starts to play. And yeah, I don't know what is wisdom to do. Well, I guess since I'm on this planet, when I'm in groups of people, then that young part in my system from the heart is trying to connect. And it can start really working hard, and then heart trouble starts. I was yesterday a day in Amsterdam just to check if the energy, and I was able to have a look again in the apartment, and I had an appointment with someone who is also coming to live there. And it felt very nice, and I like the energy, but then I'm not sure if I like it because my system is used to stress, or no, that vibe of energy, I don't know. But when I came home, then my heart was so working hard, and I just don't know. I mean, often I just, if I can come and go, then it's okay. That's what's working. But I also miss them a lot. So I don't know what's wisdom. I mean, it seems my heart is doing that. That young part is really working hard to get connection, and then it's overworking, so to say. So that's Then old confusion comes in what to do. I don't know. Beside other stuff, but this, it's just physical. I don't want to take medicines for it as compensation. So and then I really try to look like, there is connection. I'm here with my feet on the ground. I feel the chair, but then my heart it really has its own life, so to say. It's doing its dance, you know. And I was surprised, actually. I mean, when it doesn't happen for a long time, then I forget that it can happen. And now I already felt during the day my heart was really working and doing, and you know, it's like a gas and brake in the heart, something like that. And it's, yeah, seems not so healthy for you, the heart rhythm. And then shame is there, you know, how that part in my system was doing that, and now then I have to take back, and frustration. Mind starts to run, find solutions, and so the whole train is there about this issue,
And all we know is that everything is changing at one point. You can be sure. You can be sure that this will pass. I mean, you said it yourself, actually.
Yeah, that's true, but it's also, you know, then I'm not sure anymore if it's,
You're never sure.
no, that's true.
Yeah, and then comes the next. It was like you can enjoy a little bit in between. Maybe
Yeah, well,
more.
that's the fun. I enjoyed a lot yesterday.
Oh, see, so there you go.
I enjoyed, but then, yeah, that's it worries me. And yeah, it's a bit about history with my last job. It was so strong that, well, I quit my job, and then slowly in time it calms down, and also with the meetings, and then it healed again. And
Yeah,
yeah,
you can see it changes. At one point, it just changes.
Yeah.
That's just something we can be sure about. It will pass. Whatever it is, it will pass. Happiness will pass. Not happiness will pass. Everything will pass. And then there's something that contains it all.
Mm.
And that's all we can ever say in a way, isn't it? It's for each of us the same. Everything comes and goes.
Yeah, but it seems that I have to change the environment, and
Even
that's
that, even that will change again.
you mean the environment or the ID?
The idea.
Okay.
The idea. You might have forgotten that idea in 5 minutes from now.
Yeah.
We can write it down in a way that, and then you don't even know what that was about. Have you had that experience?
Mm,
Something seems really important and worrying and all of it, and 5 minutes later, don't even know where it came from.
yeah, that's true.
So you don't need to worry. That's
Yeah.
it will
Yeah.
all.
But
Yeah.
that I mean, when your heart starts to do that funny dance, then yeah, I start to worry,
Yeah, then you worry, and then that will change. You don't have to worry. Even worry will change again. It will come back, it will go. Isn't it? It's
That's
like,
yeah.
yeah. It's just what it does. It's for all of us. And of course, if there's something in the body going on, that heart racing or whatever, or panic or anxiety, whew. But all I know is that it will change again. Well, what can you do? Not much. Just see how it comes, you see how it goes, and something else comes, and it goes again, then something else comes. All the time. See, yesterday there was happiness, there was joy, and now when we sit together, there is, don't know what to call this, something else.
How would you call this, hey, Mike?
What?
How would you call it, Mike?
Right now, it's a bit of fun. Before it was a bit of, I don't know what, sounds and stuff.
Sounds and stuff.
Yeah, it passed. And
Mm.
then, it passed. Something that obviously wanted to express itself and something, yeah. And then now there's a bit more being together, just a little more. It's a bit softer. And that might change again, Esther.
Yeah, you know me.
And then in between a bit of fun, That's life. Life. And breath. Ah, I mean, it's interesting. Actually, life can be very entertaining, huh?
Mm.
It comes up with just anything.
Yeah, and then I try to explore what's really happening in the body, what is the belief underneath, and then yeah, try. But I also see that there's an agenda underneath, and then
Oh,
trying to get off the heart trouble, or get rid of the heart trouble, and then it's not really inquiry, and yeah,
it's cute, huh? Isn't it cute?
I don't know. Is that cute?
In this moment, in this moment,
Yeah.
when we talk about it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when there's a little bit of distance to it and looking at how it just does that stuff.
Yeah, then it's more curiosity. Like,
Oh,
why is it doing such funny things? Or
yeah, that's a good question. That's a very good question. When you find the answer, please tell us. We all want to know. We all want to know the answer. Why is it doing that?
I'm not sure if I ever will get it. This is lifelong playing here.
It's just nice to have a little bit of distance and just see that it's all doing it by itself somehow.
Yeah, and now it's nice, just to share it because, well, my mind can really run with it. And, to just to be gentle with it. And
Yeah. You think you will move in there?
Sorry?
You think you will move in there?
I'm still not sure.
I mean, huh? It's just a little tease. Sorry.
No worries. I'm asking that question many times.
Yeah, I know. I think I picked it up. I picked it up.
It feels like a rare moment that I can move to Amsterdam. And I also can go on the waiting list, but I'm sure for my system it's not easy to step in a group who already exists, who know each other, and yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. And I try to get rid of stuff. Sometimes it's easy, but sometimes it's, nobody's interested. And there's letting go in it, because it feels, I don't know, like sometimes it makes me sad to do stuff away where I have years, getting money for it to buy it.
Yeah.
And in this movement, like maybe I go there or not, I don't know. There's coming more ease, like okay, I see what will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really not happy to do my getaway, so I'm really not taking action for that. So, this kind of stuff. And then, yeah, okay, let's see what will happen. And
yeah, let's see what will happen. Yeah, you keep us in a loop.
in a loop?
In the loop, yes, in the loop, in the circle.
Yeah.
In the information chain, we want to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Mhm. Thanks, Esther.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it's just nice to have a little talk about it. And it becomes a little bit, yeah, the distance comes in, and then relaxation, and
That's how it works. Yep.
just that big not knowing what will happen, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Bit more easy, huh? Yeah.
yeah. Thank you.
Mm.
And I'm looking forward for the weekend. I'm still not
Yeah.
sure if I will be there the Friday, but let's see. I will tell you before what I will do.
Fantastic.
And of course, I pay the Friday then.
Cool.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Esther. Our sweet mind, huh? Our sweet, sweet, sweet mind. Oh, whose mind it is, I don't know. Laura.
I think we just have a few minutes, but that will be plenty.
That will be plenty.
Change my life, if you don't mind, quickly.
Yes, no worries.
Oh dear.
You done with all your exams now?
No, next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Oh, and just comes to mind for you from WA, we start at 3 o'clock on Friday.
Ah, cool. Yeah.
It's will be 5 o'clock here, 3 o'clock in WA, and I think in Europe it's 9 o'clock. Is that right? Yes, I knew Judith would know. Yes. 9, 3, and 5.
So do your clocks change?
Yes, the European clocks change, and us here in New South Wales too.
Oh, okay.
Mm. But that happened already in March, I think.
I knew there'd been some change, but I didn't know if it affected here or not.
Yes. It doesn't, I think WA doesn't have a time change, huh? No. No, it affects only because I'm starting 1 hour earlier, so that's why it affects you this time. But the online meetings are always the same time for WA people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious now.
Mm.
I'm experiencing, not right now, but this is helpful because I've been experiencing quite a lot of judgment about myself when I notice that things aren't honoring this and I move away. And then I feel bad. And I'm just seeing now that the reason I'm moving away is because there's not an honoring of this happening.
So there's I mean, I hear you. I do hear you. And there are a lot of eyes in there, huh? Kind of different kind of identities. That's how it sounds. And they are not in agreement with each other. Is that true?
So if something moves away, is that an I?
I see, that's a good question. Now we are exploring. Now we are exploring.
I feel
It
like the
speaks,
thing that moves away isn't the I, but then the I comes in to say that movement is not okay.
and that is an I?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one I.
Is this my exam?
Yeah, that's another one. So which I is the real I? And I know we talk like this, but which one is the real I? I mean, there's Ramana's invitation or his own exploration. It was beautiful. He would ask himself, who am I? We'll just go further and further and further and further. Because, you identified already, you're not that movement that is going away. Before you identified that also, it spoke as I'm moving away, and then I can't remember, but something judges that it shouldn't move away, and then, all these identities in a certain way. Is that who you are? Is that who we are? We can all look, because we all know those movements.
So yeah. So there's an idea that the one moving away is like less of an I. Like that's more genuine, that's my real intuitive movement, and then the rest are the I's. But from what you're saying, that's an I as well.
Maybe we can call that made up identities. That's not who you are, isn't it? Because, I mean, if it was up to you, it would not happen like that. Isn't that true? So there's something watching itself in a certain way and judging itself for it. And it's like, oh, I should not move away, but I can't really not.
Yeah.
If I had a choice and I knew how it should be, then it would be exactly the way I think it should be. But you see, it's a joke. I mean, it's actually it's suffering, actually. It's only a joke when you can see it. That is all stuff, all those movements happen by themselves in a certain way. And we don't know why, we don't know how. We can maybe say it's conditioning, something like that. But that's not who you are. Because if that was you, you would have your ducks in a row. You would never do that if it was up to you. Isn't that true? It's good, huh? It's a good inquiry.
Yeah, it's a lot, and we don't have much time, so I might need to
yeah, rewatch this.
Because it's questioning something I've been really strongly believing in, I think. So I'm a bit
I
don't want to, I kind of know where you're going, but I'm not fully there.
I hear you.
But I'm really interested.
Yes, I can see that. I can feel that. It's a confusion that most of
I'm
us.
very confused. I know I'm very confused.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of suffering.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I'm out of all of it. I'm curious.
Yeah, we have the whole weekend.
Yeah.
So we have 3 days where we can deeply inquire and
I think I need to go a bit slow with that and just really have a good
Yes.
look at each bit.
Yes, let's do that. Yeah, it's so important for all of us again and again. I mean, how many times have we explored that already then? Oh, so very, very important to do that again and again, because
it feels new. It actually feels a new, different layer. Like that's why I'm believing in it, because it feels like I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's a taster.
It's a taste. It's a taste.
That can be the ad for the weekend.
Okay. Okay, sweethearts. Sweet. Oh, mine is also still here. Look at that. She got her rose there. Mine is also still standing. Okay, beloveds. I think nearly all of you are coming on the weekend. I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward. See you soon. Lots of love. Ciao.